It is a stadium where a different kind of football is more commonly the focus, but today it's all about the NFL as you get a look inside Allianz Arena in the Bavarian city of Munich, Germany. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. They'll run here, the former Longhorn with it. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. You talk about this Giant defense. It's quite a unit, number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Off of play action, Darnold. That's to the rookie. It's Jatavian Sanders. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. On 1st and 10, it's Brooks. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. The Panthers at 4-5, a game under 500. And they come in the midst of a pretty bad stretch here. Losers of 5 straight.
And far be it from me to go ahead and go gloom and doom, right? If they fall down 7-0, 14-0, all of a sudden the cycle starts all over again. So the best way out of this for them, they need something to happen positive early in this game. That's a great way to help break this losing skid.
Play action. It's Darnold. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Brian Burns in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Here's Darnold. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Giants are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
They'll start this drive out on the ground. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. They'll set up a throw. Open man is the rookie, Theo Johnson. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A big play that time on the catch and run. 32 yards. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38.
Now they'll change things around before the snap.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack.
And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down.
Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line.
Clock running under a minute to go in a scoreless first quarter. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A great effort there.
His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Giants take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead.
Seven 0 is our score, ready for the dynamic kickoff as this one's away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. The shotgun snap for Darnold.
That's the rookie first-round pick, Xavier again.
His first catch, good for 16 and a first. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Panther football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Up the middle with Brooks here.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
There's so many definitions of a complete back. I think most people think a guy who can block, a guy who can catch, and a guy who can run. But how about when you put it all together as a runner and you can fake people out, you can be shifty, and also run with some power and break tackles, as we just saw on that pickup.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. There's a short throw caught by Sanders. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Faking the give. Darnold nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage. But I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
To throw is Darnold.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Giants will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
They set themselves behind the chains, trying to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Here's a 2nd and 7. His throw incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
50 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
19, Tiger, 19, 10, 70.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-body tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
Malik Neighbors,
his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Giants go up by 2 touchdowns. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise too.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Here now a 3rd down and 8.
Darnold.
And Darnold got to be intercepted for the 3rd time. He may go.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Giants are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. But just a lot going on there in the middle of the field, and this one winds up a turnover.
Yeah, they're running a crossing route here, and the idea of it is to get defenders confused about who to go with. But if you throw it too early, sometimes it's your quarterback that gets confused, and here he throws it into coverage and gets it intercepted.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
There's a short one caught by Johnson.
He had a great strong move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. On 2nd down, they'll run it here.
Down the right sideline.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
103 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
Second and 6.
He finds his man Johnson, and he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown.
And the Giants are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 28-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And this was a little bit of the knock on him coming out of college. Sometimes the concentration can wander a bit. This should have been a big play, but somehow he's not able to corral it.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. On the return, Tyrone Tracy. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, if they score here, this one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now back to throw. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards. A 12-yard loss, and it brings up third.
Let's go.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll get this one across the 20, but only up to about the 21. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. And the Giants send out their punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. It's taken to the 26. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Darnold now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
While you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards, they're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
So from the 37, here's a 2nd down and 9. Now it's Darnold. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area. And after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. 2nd and 10. They'll run straight ahead with Brooks. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. Well, that ground game just continues to struggle to really get any momentum in this ball game, Charles. And I mean, you're at the point here, third quarter, down 4 scores, probably going to have to put it in the air.
Oh, no question about it. So that's your only chance, your only opportunity. But think of the pressure you just put on your offensive line, because if you're a pass rusher, you're not even thinking about them running the football. All you're doing is getting into that sprinter stance and going after the quarterback. But they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Here's the Panthers punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Let's go now.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Going quickly out to the right side. And he is going to be out of bounds, a couple of yards short of the marker. And they will fail to convert here on 4th down. Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on 4th, unable to come up with it.
How about that defense, though, huh? How about that D?
Yeah, momentum swing.
And, you know, I remember playing how much 4th downs were emphasized. You know, because, as you said, it's a momentum play. It's also a big test for you. You know, if people are going to go for it on 4th down, they believe you're not up to the challenge. You want to show them differently.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Now Darnold. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Here's the Panthers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at the 18. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Ready? 19 tight. 19 tight.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Open man downfield is Johnson. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. 19 Lions.
He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it. The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. And the Panthers are going to have it here just past the 25. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to throw, Darnold. He's going to air one out. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Now a 2nd and 10. Off of play action, Darnold. And his throw here is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The Panthers on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Darnold to throw again. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown, Carolina. Xavier Legette, 57 yards. And the Panthers are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
And he's got it down to the 28.
This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Second down, 8 to go from the 28.
They're going to look to throw. He's got a man. It's his fullback. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. On third down, he'll drop to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They'll try to run this one in, and he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Giants add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. They'll probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. They'll stay on the ground with Brooks.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
3rd and 3.
Here's Darnold.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline, because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is. That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11.
Faking the give, Darnold. And the Giant rush gets home as down he goes.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy.
We go set. We go red 80. Red 80. We set.
4th down, and for Darnold, it's desperation time. And now here is another interception.
Picked up by Javon Holland.
And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Here's 2nd and 10.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
153 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. This now a 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. That's it, 3rd and 4.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. It's a Giant first down on a gain of 16.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the side.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Tucker now to add the point after. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
It's been a struggle this entire game trying to move the ball on the ground. But every now and then you find a little chink in the armor, and that type of run right there lets them know that they can't stop every single run for almost no gain.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.